Hi everyone, I am back. I'm tier listing today because I didn't know what else to do and I just wanted to do a tier list of all my favorite things. So that's what I'm going to do. I've also made sure to find something for a second screen now, so I just have an old TV that I'm using as a second screen. So I don't have to worry about using my iPad like last time. And that means I can edit, I can do things on the go, which is a little bit easier for me. I'm also going to make sure that you can see my mouse on the window capture, because that would be necessary. Okay, because it's so small you can't actually see it. Or did I actually save it? No. No, I did save it. Okay. So, I want to start with a Miraculous one, because I like Miraculous a lot. I have two Miraculous ones. I have each outfit of Miraculous, and if I just come out of this, that's put my stream stuff into full screen. Bit useful though. I have a camouflaged Miraculous one up here. Animal Crossing. This one's probably going to take us a while, because I will debate literally every single Animal Crossing character that is there. A Doctor Who Incarnation one. And also a Doctor Who TARDIS one, because I love TARDIS interiors. But I will make sure to put these in the VOD description as well, just so that I know that I've got them all. But let's start, because I feel like this will be a little bit of fun. I can also like put it in the chat as well. Not if I go out of full screen. If I put it in the normal view, I can put it as a live poll. So I can set it up and everything. If I put it on private, I'll put it on for like an hour. Create a live event, then I can copy that, create live event, and then I can just see what you guys have done. I'm going to actually put that in the chat while I think about it. So if I put that in the chat there, not full start page, come out of full screen and go back to my regular one, I can then do mine as I go. So I'm going to start at, because this is not including season 6. So I'm just going to go based on how I felt at the end of season 5. So with Ladybug, hers is very basic to me. It seems like just regular red suit, black spots, iconic, but also kind of boring in a way. So I'm going to put it in like B. Purely just because it's a bit basic. Her Lucky Charm suit / Guardian suit is a bit more design in there. Like the separation on the lower legs kind of bumps it up to an A. Aquabug, I mean it does change the spots to scales, which I do like. The fins, I do like. I mean, I'm still on the fence about her like pigtails being like longer and a bit purple, but it works for me. Lady Ice, I guess same as before, they're like hexagonal shapes now on the suit, and she gets a nice ice crown, but and ice skates but that doesn't really do much because it's only really a one-use power unless she goes to the ice rink. Cosmobug. So in the UK, where I am from, a couple years ago they did a Kinder Surprise Easter egg thing, and I wanted Cat Noir really badly. Or Astro Cat, I wanted both, to be honest. And I got 4 eggs in total. And I got 3 Cosmobugs and 1 Cat Noir. And so I do like Cosmobug's suit, so I'm gonna put her in A. Only just because I like that it differentiates it by like giving it white spots instead of black. The hair is a lighter blue. I like that. Dragon Bug. Now I'm a fan of symmetry, but Dragon Bug, when she was released back at the end of season 3, I was a bit in shock. I liked it. I'm gonna put it in A though, because it's not my favorite of the unification suits. But Lady B, on the other hand, straight in S tier. She's my favorite. 100%. I love her. The eyes at the end of her transformation, absolutely scary. She's like piercing into your soul with her eyes. But other than that, she was an icon in that episode of Optigami. Pegabug. No, I mean, Kalki in season 5 getting abused by Gabriel, only because of her power to make portals. I do kind of like Pegabug, but I don't like the massive white spot on the front. It doesn't really do much for me, so I'm putting that in a B. And last on Marinette's Ladybug suits, we have Pennybug. And I guess it's got the same problem again with the massive white spot on the front. It's not my favorite. I do like the pigtails and the little like feather things, like the ears on her head. That's kind of cool. But I don't understand the shoulder pads. They're not my thing. So for that, she's going in C. But other than that, she was only using Pennybug as like a way of not using her risk. I mean, she was risking everything, but that was because of risk. Lady Noir. Now, when I watched Miraculous, I ended up watching season 1 over and over again because I didn't know there were more seasons out when I started. So when I finally got to season 3 to see Lady Noir for the first time, I loved her immediately. I love that they didn't know how to use their powers, despite working with each other every day. But it was a good switch up. Multi-Mouse. Now, I believe this suit was made for Marinette. She definitely suited the suit very well. And when I did like my college stuff, I definitely doodled and wanted to keep my designs very centered around Multi-Mouse, and I had a look back through my old work the other day and saw that on there. Surprisingly, I still have it all on my iPad, but it's not something I do much at the moment. But it is still one of my favorite designs. Multifox. Now this changes the pink stripes to orange, and for me that doesn't really do much. She doesn't really get much of a change. So for me, it's going in A. Multi-bug, I guess, it's a bit more cluttered with multi-bug because she's just got black spots all over the suit. And the pink changes to red. I never really liked multi-bug. But multi-noir just made the pink black. Which I didn't really like that one either, so multi-noir. I'm gonna put them next to each other. Multi-noir and multi-bug going into B. So that is all of Marinette's transformations that I can see on the screen anyway. And so now we are on to Adrian. Cat Noir's suit, I would say, is a bit more detailed than Ladybug's. I like the belt tail. I like his new suit more than I did his old suit because they've given it a bit more detail, but for this one, I think it looks alright. Aqua Noir, they just made it a little bit lighter of a black, so it's like kind of like a dark grey with green fins, which I do quite like as well, so I'm going to put that there. Ice Cat, I mean, it's just a black suit with ice patterns down the sides, and he's got ice skates on. So that I'm not really a fan of the ice power-ups, although I did like Froza, the episode. It's just not my favorite suit design or power-up in general. So I'll keep him there. Astro Cat is one of the ones I wanted to get out of that Kinder Surprise. I like that it makes him have a helmet in the shape of his, like the cat, with the cat ears on it. I quite like that. So that's going up here into A. I feel like I'm being very stingy with my S tiers. But I guess that's for a reason at this point. Snake Noir, straight into C. I don't like this suit that much. And it will become apparent when I do get to Aspic. I don't like Aspic that much. I'll do that one now actually. He's just bald. I don't like it. Like, give the boy some hair. Like, I don't understand why he decided to use this, like, when he got the Snake Miraculous to go bald. I don't understand that. Rabbit Noir, I do like the glow. I love a good glow. I'm gonna put him in B, because, I don't know, it's not much has changed other than, like, he gets a few glowy bits, and his ears change from cat ears to rabbit ears. That's pretty much it. Catwalker, I like the suit. I like the mask. I don't like the hair. The hair is ugly, so for that he's going in B. And next on my list would be Mr. Bug. I do like the Mr. Bug suit actually. I wish we see it more because we only see it like 3 times in the show, I think. But it is nice, like, as I said before, to see them using each other's powers to see what they do. I think that was quite a nice change, to be honest. Hawkmoth, I guess, as it's the first villain design that we ever see. I'm gonna put him in C, purely because he's bald. It looks weird on his head. I don't like the blazer design. Very weird. Not my favorite. Shadow Moth. There's just the blazer design but accentuated because of the Peacock Miraculous. And he gets a weird blue half visor on his head. I think it looks better than Hawkmoth, but it's not the best design from Gabriel. Shadow Noir, to me, looks like a knockoff Black Panther. So, for me, that's going in C. I don't think he should have had that at all as a design. Like, maybe make it better, because Gabriel's a fashion designer, and his suit looked weird. Onto Monarch V2. This is him with the rings. I liked the suit, despite him being purple, like his skin being like a purple shade. I think it was better than the other ones, and he was a bit more intimidating with that suit. I'm also going to do pre-rings Monarch. I liked how the suit looked in general, like the different shattered pieces of, like, the shattered colours down his front to show the different Miraculous just on him. It's great. But it isn't as good as the regular Monarch suit that we had, in my opinion. Rena Rouge, I loved her first episode, so she's going straight up into S. I like her transformation, but I do love her suit. I just like the fox design in general, and she looks way better than Lila in that suit. Rena Furtive, when she first showed up on screen, I didn't really like her that much, but the suit has grown on me over time, so for me, she's going into B. Now, Scarabella, I do like the suit. It's just not one of my favourites, which seems to be quite apparent for these kind of things. But I think it's good. Queen Bee, iconic. Loved Queen Bee. Shame we won't get her back though, unless we do in season 6. If Zoe loses the Miraculous to Chloe, we'll have to see. But I love the Queen Bee suit. Carapace, I guess I'm just not a fan of the hoodie design. But that is also an issue I have with Ivan in season 6. He's got the hoodie design now, as like Carapace does too, but it's just like, I think it looks alright though, for what it is. Mayura. I don't know, I actually do like her suit. I like her little cunty bob as well, so she's gonna go up in S. I feel like she was the more intimidating one out of the two, as she actually went out and did things, whereas Hawkwood just stayed behind and did nothing. Viperion. His suit was kind of basic to me. Like, Luca himself, not basic. He had a bit of development, but Viperion, his suit is way better than Aspic's. So I'm gonna put him in B. Pegasus. I do like Pegasus actually. He is a very good looking character with a suit. So I'm gonna put him in A. Because I like all the little like straps and stuff all over his suit. Ryuko is back to the asymmetry designs. Or asymmetrical. I like that the dragon tail design wraps around her left leg. Like it curls around her, goes around her back, and then wraps around her left leg. I think that's what made me originally like the suit. And going off of that now is like, I like her season 6 suit as well, because it's pushed more of the asymmetrical. Because like the circle of elements is now on the right side of her now. I think to focus more on the other bits of her suit, which I do like. Adult Bunnix. I did like Adult Bunnix when she showed up on screen. But she's not my favourite suit design. The blue and white does go together. I love the little black accents as well. And I think that'll go the same with Teen Bunnix. And I like the sort of overall design that it had. It's like Teen Alex just had the sort of like dungaree kind of vibe, which I do like. Canine Girl, kind of just, I mean, it works. It's not my favorite, but I think it's on par with Bunnix as a teen. And Bunny Dog. I don't really like Bunny Dog. The brown and the blue, they clash with each other, for me at least. But the white goes with both, so it's like a very weird combination of colours for me. But then I've only just noticed now that Bunny Dog's brown and Canine Girl's brown are two different shades. I guess they had to darken it to make it fit better, but it doesn't fit that well, for me at least. King Monkey, I do like the mask of his suit. It's like going around his face. It's like from his nose around his mouth, back up again. Just that bit of his face exposed. I do like that. And I just like the suit in general. It's just one of the better Zodiac Miraculous suits. Jade Turtle, I love the fact that Fu decided to go with armor for his design. It sort of fits with the Miraculous of Protection. I was gonna say Turtle of Protection, but then that's just mixing the two together. I'm also gonna ignore the specials for now, go on with the other Miraculous, and then come back to the specials. Vesperia, she's a bit of a hot topic in the Miraculous fandom anyway, because her name is based on wasps, and her suit is, I think, based on a wasp as well, but she's got the Bee Miraculous. But for me, that doesn't matter. I do actually like her suit. I loved it when it came out. I mean, Zoe is not like a character with much development, but I do love her suit. Higala, I love the fact that she tried to go with like an anime design, like Sailor Moon. And I think it really fits her character, but it's not my favourite. The pigtails, not ironic, but iconic for her. The weird bangs on the front where they curl down in front of her. And I think for the weapon as well, being a tambourine, doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but it's just what it is. Polymouse. Now, I do like the Mouse Miraculous, and I do like the Mouse Miraculous powers. And I think Milan works with it. The transformation that she had for Polymouse, not my favourite, because it was just her standing there. But I liked how she operated in that episode that she was in, Mega Leech. And seeing her in a new design as well is quite good, but for me she's a B in her suit design. Purple Tigress, I do like the middle bit, like as a greyish purple. It's more of a reddish purple for the actual suit, but it's like a greyish version of that for her chest, and like the triangle, like arrows on the suit to make the tiger stripes, they really work for me. So she's going in A. A Miss Hound. I think it was on TikTok that I saw it today. They were comparing all the old suit designs to the ones that we've seen so far in season 6. And I gotta say, I prefer Miss Hound's design now than I did back in season 4. Because this is just, it clashes on her face a bit too much. This one, if they had a season 6 one, Miss Hound would probably be like an A or an S. But for now, this version of her suit is a B. Rooster Bold. I don't like the mask, but I mean, the suit itself is alright. It's the mask that gets me because it's just a really strange shape. The hair, I guess it's to go based on a rooster, but it just looks weird to me. It's just not my favorite. I don't like the hair. Capra Kid. This is gonna be like another like rehash of the Miss Hound for me. I like Nathaniel's design as Capra Kid in season 6 because they've definitely worked on it more, and the mask in season 6 is better, so he's also gonna be a B. Minotaurus. I actually prefer his old design than his new one, but his new one is good. It's just I liked that mask because it was unique. Unlike Rooster Bold's, I do like Minotaurus's mask. I also like the horns, the ring design all over his suit. It was one of my favourites. Oh, sorry. Flamidable. I think he had, out of the 2 Dog Miraculous outfits that we had at the time, I think Flamidable actually looked better, despite it just being Felix wanting to use the Miraculous for his own gain. But I think it actually worked with Felix more than it did Sabrina at the time. Kitty Noir. No, I don't like the suit at all. Like the green hair extension, not the even hair extension, the green like dip dye design. It being like a slight purple shade didn't really hit with me. So she is a C. Whereas like Scarabella's a B. And Argos, or Argos, whatever you want to call him. Because for me, I just call him Argos. Named after I don't even know what it is. It's a shop here in the UK. I actually like this design, and I don't think they've changed much of it for season 6. So I'm going to put it into B. Okay, and now for the world specials. They haven't actually added the recent one, the Paris special, or the London special, and I could have added that beforehand, but I just couldn't be bothered, and because I don't have the images for it, so I don't have the images. But here we go. Majestia. She was referenced in season 1, episode 25, I think. Origins Part 1. But seen in the New York special, I think she looked pretty good. So I actually like her suit. It's like, it gives off a Superman vibe. And I think it just looks nice. Night Owl. Very Batman-esque. And for me, it's just not. I don't like it. It's not that great for me. Doorman. There is multiple heroes called Doorman, but this Doorman is actually one of my favorites. I just love the suit, the blazer design. It's great. Uncanny Valley. I love Aeon, and I love Uncanny Valley. So she goes straight into A. Sparrow. When I first saw Sparrow in the special, I did not like her. I found her relatively annoying, but rewatching it in the last year, I think I was just heavily biased at the time, but I do actually like her. I like the suit design. It looks really nice. And then Jess's second design, Eagle, I think it actually fits her very well. The powers. I'm gonna put her in A. I might actually put Uncanny up in S because I like her design a little bit more. And I just like her as a character. But Eagle having the liberation powers or like freedom, yeah, the power of freedom, I think fits well for her. Lady Dragon. I mean, it's a red, orange, and black suit. The colors are very close to each other on the color wheel, but they fit. They fit well for me, so I'm gonna put her up in A. So that's the first one done. So I'm going to save that as an image. So name it Miraculous with a smiley face, not with a smiley face. I'll just download that to my computer, and we'll close that one. We'll go to the Miraculous jewels for this one. So we'll start off very well with the... Okay, so it's like a god, powerful, useful, okay, and awful. So I would say the power of creation, like the lucky charm, I would say is powerful. Because it will just give you a random item. So, I mean, it is relatively powerful. If you can control it, then it's even better. But I think at its current state, if you're just like a person who needs to transform back after 5 minutes, it is a powerful Miraculous. It's like with Cat Noir, like with a cat ring, I'd say it is actually on par with like God, because you can destroy literally anything you touch, even a Miraculous. But then again, I'm going to put them both up there actually. They are both God tier in my eyes. The Fox Miraculous, I would say, is useful. Illusions are, I guess, necessary for some situations, but they aren't necessary for all situations. So we'll say the Butterfly is quite powerful because you can create superheroes or villains as and when you please, as long as you have a butterfly to do so. And I guess it's the same with the peacock as well, as long as you have the feathers from the hand fan. The rooster being, I say it's way too powerful. The rooster Miraculous, being able to choose a power, as long as it doesn't already conform to a Kwame, that is like overkill. Bit too much. I'd say the rabbit as well is also god tier, because you can literally just go back in time or forward in time, change the timeline. It's a bit too powerful. I would say that the snake, though, having a very similar power, only being able to go back to a specific point, would make it quite powerful, but not god tier. Because no matter how many times you go back, you are still aging in the current time. So it's just sort of like, it has a downside. The pig, I'd say it's okay. Showing people your most wanted desire is an okay power, but is it necessary? No, not really. Dragon elements. The power of elements and weather control. I think it's quite useful actually, but also quite powerful depending on how you use it. The monkey Miraculous, being able to disrupt enemies' powers. I'd say that's quite powerful, but also quite useful. I'm gonna put it as powerful. Ooh. The horse Miraculous, giving you the power to create portals to literally anywhere in the known universe. I say that's pretty god tier, to be honest. And I put the turtle under useful as well. Just being able to create shields, quite useful. Especially during the final fight of like Bug Noir and Monarch. With Gabriel using the turtle ring to shield the Miraculous on his hands, or the rings. That was quite good. The dog Miraculous, the power to retrieve anything your ball has touched. I'd say that's okay. It's good for like rescue situations, but then I think it's only like one thing that the ball can touch. So I don't know. It's an okay one. The Ox makes you impenetrable to any... invincible against any power. I think at the current state when because they can't all transform back yet. Or they don't transform back straight away. I think it's quite very strong. The power of passion. The ability to create anything you desire, but it has no magical properties. I would say that is quite powerful, because you can literally just create anything you want. The bee. The power of subjection. The power to immobilize your opponent. I would say that is pretty powerful. I wouldn't say it's godlike. In the way Gabriel uses it, it's quite godlike, because he uses it in conjunction with other Miraculous. But, yeah. The mouse, I would say it's useful. Just being able to make yourself smaller, but multiply yourself. It's quite useful. The thing is, at this point, I'm just saying that no Miraculous is awful. Because I would say that the tiger is also quite powerful as well. So it's just sort of... what's the point of having the awful tier? And I'm going to save this as Miraculous 2. I'll save that. Did that save? It did. It saved it as My Image 1. And here's to my favourite one. Animal Crossing. I'm going to make a stream marker for this one, I think. Because I feel like it needs one. So I'm going to do that on my phone quickly. Okay. So I've set up a stream marker, but I don't know if it actually... I actually don't know what I'm doing. This is like the first time I'm really doing anything like this in chat and stuff. But we have, I think it's 170. If I go back out again, how many did it say? 173. And it's just, it looks so much bigger here. But once you go into presentation mode, it is a little bit easier to look at. I'm going to do it like that, so I just have to scroll down. Right, so we have, on here, we have best, great, good, meh, bad, terrible, and worst. So we're going to start with KK Slider, the ultimate song genius of Miraculous. I'd say he's great. I love him. Rover, kinda ugly, not gonna lie, but he is kinda funny. So for me, he's going in good. Rossetti, I hate him, but in New Horizons he got so much better, so I'm gonna put him in good. Lloyd, he's only after your money when you build stuff. I'm putting in meh. He looks alright though. Porter, I don't remember Porter. Oh wait, no, I do. Never mind, I do remember Porter. He was alright. He's meh. I'm gonna do Copper and Booker together because I did like them a lot when I played like New Leaf or like Wild World. I think they were in New Leaf. I can't remember anymore. But having them around, I always went up to them for the Lost and Found to see what people had left behind. So I'm gonna put them both in good. Pete. He's alright. He looks alright. He's meh. If they're ones that I don't know, I'll just do it based on aesthetics. That's how vain I'm gonna be at this point. Pelly, I loved Pelly. So she's going in great. She was always sweet to me. Phyllis. Yeah, she can go up in good. Tommy and Timmy, I will do them together as well. So it's sort of, they're alright. Honestly, I'm gonna put them in good. Despite the fact they are a Nook, like part of Tom Nook's family. It's alright. They're alright people. Fred, he sells me a lot of fake paintings and fake art, so he's going in good. Gracie, I haven't seen Gracie in a long time, so I'm putting in meh. Do we have... No. We don't. That seems like a crime. We don't have Harriet. Unless we do and I just missed her. No, we don't. That's annoying. Well, never mind. Katrina, I do remember her. I never really interacted with her much though. I'm gonna put her in meh. I tended to stay away from her, like her 10 when she came to my New Leaf. Sahara. I love her. She gives me some really weird looking carpets though. I need to see her again. I've got 2 Sahara tickets on my island right now. I need to go and get something. Gulliver. I find him incredibly annoying. Bad. Okay. Joan. I don't really like the look of Joan. It's bad. Chip. I like the look of the CJ as well, but CJ's not on this list. I just noticed as well. So he's going into meh. Jack. I mean, I'm also not a Halloween kind of person, so it's going in meh. Jingle, adorable. Has to be. I love Jingle. Snowboy, annoying, but okay. Okay, and now we're on to the villagers, finally. They seem to be out of order. Is that a villager called Nosegay? Oh my god, I need to get to him. So it does also seem that a lot of these villagers, like if they look a bit pixelated, they are from older games. So I will probably not recognize them unless I saw them in like Wild World, which I haven't played in like 8 years now. So without further ado, I will start on these villagers. Alfonso. I am not the biggest crocodile fan, but he looks good. I'm gonna put him in meh. Anchovy. What is that hair? The eyes. absolutely terrifying. So he's going into bad. I have Biscuit on my island right now. I love Biscuit. Bob. I love Bob. Bones is on my wish list, honestly. But only because of how he looks, not because of his personality. Chico, I don't like mouse villagers. They kind of freak me out. So I put Chico in bad. Don't know much about Chico. Claude. Just looking at like the curly bit on his face. I know you can't see it because it's behind my head, but I think I can zoom in on it. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Or can I? If I unpin the images. Where is he? There, on Claude's head. He's got like the curl on his head. So next up is Cube. I love the penguin villagers. I'm not going to unpin them. Cube goes in great. I think by the end of this, all the penguins will be in great. Derwin. Why blue and orange hair? It's a meh from me. Dizzy. I do like the elephant ones. They are really cute. So up into good. Doc. I don't like the ones where they stare into your soul, but it's a good one for me. Dozer. That looks gross. No, I don't like Dozer. Egbert looks like he's just staring at the ceiling. Elmer. Yeah, it's alright. Meh. Filbert, love him. Hornsby, love him. Huck. I love the cheeks. They're great. I think Hugh is one of the only pig villagers that I like. I think the blue spot on his head makes him look a little bit cuter. I also feel like I'm gonna... If I do that, that might make it a bit easier to see. I just realised that. So we have Jeremiah the Frog. Jeremiah the Frog. I think he's cute. I'll put him up there. Lucky, not really my style. So he's also going to go up in good. Nate. The green eyelashes do not sit well. Oh, I'm going to zoom out again. Because my head is massive. Unless I make my head smaller. I'm going to make my head smaller. Woo. Now I'm just tiny in the corner. There we go. Does that... Oh, it still doesn't fit. That's annoying. Well, you still know that the bottom one is worst. Next up... Oh, that's better. Next up is Otis. He looks like this. I'm not the biggest fan of birds in this. I do have Jacques on my island. He's not my favourite. His house is like the furthest away from everyone else's. Oh, that's just pure coincidence. Ozzy. He looks good. His nose looks like a papaya to me, which I think is funny. Yeah. Paolo. He's going here. It's the eyebrow. Everything else, I think I'll put him in meh because of the eyebrow alone. Aurora, penguin, great. Is there anything else to say about it? Ava, the neckline. It's just so funny. B looks really cute. I'll put her in good. Bertha is a meh again. I'm always running out of space on this screen. I'll just keep it at the right size and then I can just put me back to normal again. Shoop. Just keep me there, hiding off the side of the screen. Got Bessie. She looks like a... Wait, when is Bessie from? Let's have a look. Bessie... Animal Crossing. She is a normal cow. She appears in every first generation Animal Crossing. But when does she not show? Okay, the wiki doesn't say. But she looks alright. So I'm gonna put in meh. Betty. She looks like she's also from the same era. She actually looks cute. It's just the eyebrow. It makes her look like she's got a cowboy hat stuck to her forehead. Callie. She looks terrifying. She's going into meh. Carrie. I love the koalas, except for one, and I will get to him later. Sheva. I think that's how I say her name. I'm just gonna double check how to pronounce this because I know it's French. And I don't speak French. It just means goat in French. Okay, so I'm just gonna call her Goat. Goat. She's cute. I just don't like the fact that she has, like, almost no mouth. Coco. I love Coco. She's not one of my favorites. Daisy just looks like a generic dog, but with blue dip-dyed ears. So she's gone into the meh tier. Dina just looks like a generic duck, to be honest. I don't like many of the duck types. Mice, another mouse, Dora. It's actually one of the better looking mice, to be honest. So I'm gonna put her in. I'll put her in good. Ellie, my partner, has Ellie on their island, and she is adorable. I love her. Emerald, the most frog of frogs. Yes. Eunice. Love Eunice. Goldie, the generational dog of Animal Crossing. She's great. Is that Jambet? I don't like her lips. They are scary. They're scarily huge. Kiki, staring into my soul, but I love her. Kit. Had Kit on my first ever island in New Horizons. She was alright. She was just there. Then she left. Lily. I love Lily. She looks great. How many have we got left? Oh, we are speeding through all these. This is great. Liz. Looks alright. Lucy. I don't know what it is with Animal Crossing and just putting like a fringe on their characters because it makes them look weird. Maple, adorable. I'm gonna put her in great. I feel like moving the penguins up, and also Emerald and Maple. Midge looks alright. I'll put her in good. Mitzi looks like she shoved her face in paint, not gonna lie, but she looks great. Okay, we're up to Nosegay. Love Nosegay. Just by the sheer name alone. Peaches, a pink cow. Love it. Ace, the bird. Meh. I've seen him show up on my island once or twice. He's just annoying. Olive looks so cute. I love her. Axel, had him on my first island ever. He converted everyone into saying his catchphrase, and I don't know how that happened. So by the time I reset the island, everyone was saying wonk. As is. It looks alright. Biff, he was annoying. I think I just get annoyed by all the jock villagers, because they just seem to congregate on my island at times. Bill looks like one of the Disney ducks, like Huey, Dewey, and Louie. It's just got that face. Billy, I'd say, has the same issue as did Goat before, just with the mouth, but it's brown. But I do like how he looks. Boots, I love Boots, because he's green. Buck just looks angry. Cobb, oh, what have I done? Cobb, he's going in meh. I feel like meh is going to be like the biggest one. Cousteau. Now, I was looking at these earlier, and Cousteau made me laugh because of the mustache. It looks like he's got eyes where his mustache is, but his eyes are at the top of his head. Curly. I don't like Curly that much. The blush is a bit too much. Ed. Looks alright. I put it good. Genji was on my last island. He's another jock, so he's going to be annoying to me. Goose is on my current island. He calls me Buckay. So I'm going to put him in great, because he's funny. He was talking to me the other day about my partner joining my Animal Crossing island and just stealing my fruit. Hambo. He looks gross. Hank. He just looks like a green chicken. Hector. Same as before, but purple. Purple chicken. Iggy. What is this face? I am sorry, Iggy. Jay. Oh, he's part of Pocket Camp. I'm not like he's just one of the main in Pocket Camp anyway. I don't like him that much. I find him incredibly annoying. Joey looks like a rubber duck with massive eyebrows. Cody, if he wasn't looking so shifty, I'd put him higher up. Honestly, I don't like how shifty he looks. Leopold. He looks so cute. Looks like a professor. Louis is on my island. He looks like Donkey Kong, to be honest. And that's why that's the only reason he's in good. Pierce. He looks alright. Anicotti. Now, Anicotti is so ugly, I'm putting her in worst. And that's just a me thing, I think. Bangle. Is that Bangle? Yes, the B is hidden by her hand. Bangle, she's meh. To me, at least. I don't know about anyone else. Blue Bear. Just very on the nose. He's a blue bear. Bubbles. Love Bubbles. Bubbles is so great. Bunny. And Candy. When the blush is like under your eyes but not under your nose. Because it's meant to be like next to your nose. Cookie. Cute. Dottie looks like a generic rabbit though, but she's cute. Freckles. I have an image of Freckles on my phone now because I screenshotted her. I don't like how she looks. She looks weird to me. And Gabby. It's the same hair situation again. Like, why give them hair and only put it on their fringe? Huggy. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Huggy looks really creepy. Lee. The eyes, no, they terrify me. Lulu. Oh, the nose. This might just supposed to be like a old graphics thing, but the nose is just really weird. Maddie looks very shifty. Marcy looks like a kangaroo trying to be a cat. I'm gonna put her in meh. Nibbles. I'm gonna pin them actually, yeah. Should I keep them pinned? Nah. Nibbles looks like SpongeBob. Does that say Bango or Pango? This is where I'm gonna have to look up. It's Pango. Okay, Pango. You look weird to me. I'm gonna say this one's name is Pate, but it also just looks like Pate because there's no accent. So Pate looks weird to me. Patty. I don't often see cow villagers show up on my island, but if I had Patty on my island, whoever says that they want to leave, they're out. Peanut. I was just playing Happy Home Paradise earlier, and I just did Peanut's house. She is adorable. Penny. Looks like Mickey Mouse, but like 10 times worse. Pinky was on my first ever island, and I loved her to pieces. Was so sad when she wanted to leave, but I had other villagers I wanted to move in, so she had to go. There we go. Piper, not a fan of the birds. Plus she looks bald. Pippi, just as well, just really bad. The hair. Admiral. Actually, I would say he looks alright. He just looks like an angry green bird. Apollo, iconic, because he's in Pocket Camp, and he's actually nice to me. Boris, I loved Boris when he came up on my town for New Leaf once. Butch looks like a dachshund, and I love them. Buzz looks great. Put him in good. Camo Frog, he looks alright. Caesar. He looks alright to me, but I'm gonna put him in meh. Chief. I love the wolf ones, they look great. Chow. I saw a TikTok where they were hating on Chow, and I cannot believe they were hating on Chow because Chow looks so good and cute. Who have we got here? Chuck. Meh. It's the graphics thing, I think, for me. Serrano. He looks alright. Who's this? Fang. Again, it's a wolf thing. I love the wolves. Gaston. He reminds me of Harvey. Like an angry Harvey from Stardew Valley. And I think that's adorable. Gonzo. Again, with the same thing like Ozzy. His nose looks like a papaya. I'm gonna move him up though, because of that. We've got Grizzly. I love the bears. Look really cute. I don't know why, but the bears are just cute to me. We've also got Groucho. The name. Actually, the name makes him sound cuter. Got Gruff. He doesn't look that gruff, he just looks really annoying. So he's gonna go in meh. Oh, Rockhopper. Where's his hopper? He's annoying. I don't like his eyebrows. They scare me. Kabuki. I think he looks cute. Limburg. Don't like their mouth. Looks really weird. Lobo. That's another wolf. I'm actually going to put Chief and Great and Fang up there too. Another bear. Murphy. Looks really good. I actually like Murphy. Octavian was on my first ever island. He was one of the first I wanted to kick off because I just didn't like his attitude towards everyone. He was nice, but he wasn't as nice as everyone else. Oxford, the eyes are everything. Pee-wee, just the name alone, just puts him down there. He may be a nice villager, but he's not that nice to me. Ali, she looks cute. Amelia. Yeah, she can go into good. Astrid, not my favorite. Who have we got here? Barbara. Just for the name alone, you're in good tier. Belle is another cow. Massive eyes. Who have we got here? Bitty. Blair. I actually liked Blair. I saw her a couple times on my island, but she never moved in. Carmen. No. Kashmir. She looks alright. The green face is actually just like meh. Cleo. She can go into good. Cupcake is a meh for me. So next up we've got Eloise. She was one of the first I did for the Happy Home Paradise on my newest save. I just don't like the fringe. If she didn't have the fringe, she'd go a bit higher up on the list, I think. Freya is a wolf. I love Freya. The blue eyeliner. That's the eyeshadow now. Yeah, blue eyeshadow. Looks really weird, but I think it actually suits her. Frigga is a penguin, so obviously it's going to go straight into great. Gwen, love her. Okay, Jane, looks weird. Is that... There's no Violet. I just realized there's no Violet in here. Kitty. She looks alright. We'll put it in good. Mallory. Looks alright. Looks a bit angry. Matilda. She looks meh to me. Mint. Suits the colour theming. It's not my thing. Monique. She looks like Cassandra from Doctor Who, but as a cat. I think that makes her look funny. Olivia, her eyes are kind of scary. Opal has the same issue as Eloise, but I just love the elephants. Pecan is a meh. And Petunia goes on good. Right, I'm going to add... Like, I know you won't be able to see this on stream, probably for good reason. But I do have an image of, if I can find it. Unless it's on my phone. It might be on my phone actually. So I can find it. Phone, storage. Maybe in... Where would it be? Be all the way down here. No. Maybe it's not in this folder. No, it's not in there. I did have a violet one. But that is the final Animal Crossing tier list. I will save this as an image as well. And we'll be on to the next one, which is Doctor Who Incarnations. And before we start on this, I'm probably going to take a quick break, just to go get a drink. And I'll be back in a minute. And I'm back. So let's go. We are back on this one. So this is a Doctor Who tier list. You can't. There we go. There you go. So you can't see my mouse for some reason. They've given us far too many tiers for this, I would say. Because I don't think any of these doctors are U tier, so I might just get rid of that tier. I just delete that one. I don't think any are. I'm gonna go just for an S tier, S, A, B, C, D, E, and F tier. I think that one would work. So we're gonna go from first upwards, then additional doctors / the curator, only because that's how I want to work it. So the first doctor, I think he's alright. Good starting point for the show, and I liked his character. I haven't actually watched any of the episodes, but just seeing like reviews and how people talk about him, I think he's a pretty solid character. The second Doctor, Patrick Troughton. Yeah, I think he's also kind of solid as a character. John Pertwee, loved it. Still haven't watched any of his episodes, but the clips I've seen, he's honestly, I'd say one of the funnier ones of the classic era. And Tom Baker, straight into S tier. I loved his incarnation. I probably always will. Loved him with Sarah Jane, Romana. Loved him with Leela. Was it Leela? I've forgotten her name already. It's been a while since I've watched that area of Doctor Who, but I loved his episodes. Peter Davison, the Fifth Doctor. He was alright. I put him in A. He had some very interesting stories. Not all my favourites, but definitely some interesting ones. Colin Baker. No, I haven't actually seen any of his episodes, but only the clips I've seen, and he is really funny. To me, at least. So I'm going to put him in A. Sylvester McCoy, the Seventh Doctor. I'm going to put him in B. He wasn't my favourite. I preferred his companions more. But then I did like him in the movie. Only for like the brief cameos we got of him. Paul McGann, the Eighth Doctor. I actually liked him, but not as much as like obviously 4. Like 4, 3, 5, and 6. They're always going to be some of my favourites. The War Doctor. Despite only appearing in one episode of the TV show, I think he did quite well. He was actually quite sassy. I did like his TARDIS as well. 9, loved him. He was great. Shame he only got 1 season, but for the season we did get, it was really good. 10 also goes up there. Love 10. And by that, I'm going to put 14 up there as well, because he was great. 11, although I do like 11, he isn't an S tier for me. If there was a companions ranking, this would be a whole different story. 12, Peter Capaldi. He goes A. He had some really good stories, and I loved his companions. Mainly Bill. I loved Bill. Jodie Whittaker. I actually did like her. She was a good Doctor. Despite what a lot of the fans say, I did like her stories. Although she was overcrowded with other companions. And last but not least, of the current Doctors, 15. I'm actually liking him. He isn't S tier for me, because we haven't seen everything yet. And actually, I'm going to move 14 down, because we only got 3 episodes with him, so because it was just David Tennant, but I did like him on screen. Fugitive Doctor, we did get her in this recent episode that we had, and I've always loved her. From Fugitive the Dune, I really want to listen to the audiobooks that she's in, but seeing her again just as a cameo was like perfection for me. So we have the Peter Cushing Doctor. I thought he was alright. He wasn't my favourite. He was just there. The whole movie for me was like a fever dream. Richard E. Grant, aka the Shulker Doctor. He looks alright. I'm gonna put him in B, just purely based on aesthetics alone. And the Curator, aka Tom Baker, why did that put it into F tier and then open up a save image? I'm gonna put him in B. This is just a pure like S to C. I should just get rid of the others then. At this point, oh no, ah, what have I done? Right, get rid of E. There we go. That's better. Download that image. And I think there's only one left. Yeah, and it's the TARDIS interiors. And so we will just work our way through this one, and then I will end the stream here after that. So we'll go from the current TARDIS, which I think it looks really good. Like, I like the openness. I think it is a bit too open at times, but I do like that it shows how big the TARDIS can make the interior. I do love Jodie's, despite how difficult they say it was to film. I loved it. Capaldi's, although it is just an orange version of Matt Smith's second one, I just love it. It was a bit more atmospheric. The blue, it was alright. Not my favourite, but it was alright. Where is his original one? There. I liked that one. That was one of my favourites. It showed organicness. That's even a word at this point. Organic. It was organic, but also it was like kind of technological. But I loved it. It kind of represented how cluttered the 11th Doctor's mind was, in my mind. The 10th and 9th Doctor's TARDIS, loved it. It was great. Showed how organic the TARDIS can be. The remembered TARDIS. I think it looked nice. All the different elements of the TARDIS just fused into one. That's the Silence time capsule. It looks alright. Ruth's TARDIS, aka the Fugitive Doctor. I was talking about this TARDIS earlier today with my partner, saying how I loved it, how cute it looked, how like cozy it feels. I think this one down here is a comic from the 90s. The floating console looks funny, but I like it. I'm gonna go into B. That looks like a third Doctor TARDIS interior. I'm not really a fan as much of the regular column, where it is just a little pillar that goes up and down. Like I like if it's surrounded by something and goes up to the ceiling. I do like that. So, but I do like the Twice Upon a Time rendition of the first Doctor's TARDIS. I think sort of helped me like the first Doctor's TARDIS. Because I think that there is the first Doctor's TARDIS, and I didn't like it in the designs that we see. But seeing it in the TV special that they did to release, or not to celebrate the 50th anniversary, and then do the one for the 60th, I thought that one looked nice. That is, I think, another comic book / different one. It looks funny, looks weird. I like it. That is Sarah Jane. So that looks like it could be the third Doctor, but it could also be the fourth. It looks weird. Not my favourite. My favourite of the Fourth Doctor's TARDIS interiors is not actually with the Fourth Doctor, it's with the Fifth Doctor. Because Adric is still around it. And again, they've got it twice. So I'll put... But I think that's a different rendition of it. A red TARDIS? That can go in B. That's a John Pertwee TARDIS. It looks alright though. The Junkyard TARDIS. I thought that was quite ingenious actually. I liked it. Eighth Doctor's TARDIS. I loved how like gloomy it looked. But also I loved the sound effects it had. The Second Doctor's TARDIS. It's not that much of a change from the first Doctor's TARDIS. It just, I think, had a bit more depth. The Shelker TARDIS, I do like it because it's quite open. The console is quite nice. If I ever did like a Gmod gameplay, I could then show all the TARDISes that I've got access to. Because I will go through literally every single one. I think that is a third Doctor's TARDIS again, because he had so many. It looks alright. Here we go. The War Doctor's TARDIS. Great, loved it. That is the Seventh Doctor's TARDIS. I actually like that one. That looks like a space, like an actual UFO. Looks weird. The very spacious... Is that... I think I've heard of that one before. Is it the Rymil TARDIS? Yes. It's the Rymil TARDIS. It's a concept TARDIS, from what I can see online. I think it actually looks really good. I like how spacious it is. And if it has the same like lighting effects that the 15s has, that'll make it even better. Clara's TARDIS, it is just a basic TARDIS, but I think it looked good from that era of Doctor Who anyway. I think it was one of the better looking like basic TARDIS capsule designs. The Ranis, I like the console. The Fourth Doctor's secondary console, hated it. It was gross. That's the only one I'm going to put in D. I don't know why they used it. Other than, oh, we have a separate console room. Let's go there. An organic one. I think that actually looks pretty cool. And another, looks like a third Doctor's one. I'll go there. So there we go. That is all of the tier lists done. All 5. And I'm just going to quickly just go over to my other screen. I am going to update my schedule for streaming and stuff, because I'm always starting my stream late. I did it last time, I did it this time, and so I might start it like half an hour later than it says. So I'll update the schedule on Twitch after I've finished streaming. But I had a good time. I might try and do another tier list thing in the future, or even do like a Hunger Games type thing, where I do like a Miraculous Ladybug one, because I think that would be fun, just getting all the characters to fight it out with each other. Or if I put my Instagram handle in, I'm going to do it on here. If I put it, so if anyone has any suggestions for streams, I think my messages are open on my Instagram account. If not, I will make sure to do that. So if it just comes through as a request, I will probably read it first before I respond. But I'm also gonna quickly just... Okay, the socials doesn't work for some reason. Why is it not working? Right, I'm gonna quickly just hide this so that it doesn't capture my screen. It's not Streamlabs, it's Stream Elements that I'm using. I thought it did work, but apparently not. Let's log in. Just gonna close all these tabs. Chatbot, chat command. It should be... Okay. So we have a Discord chat if you ever want to join. It's really quiet at the moment, but it's gonna... I'm trying to make it feel like a better place to be. It's constantly getting updated with like new emojis and like better... I don't know, I need to get sound effects added at some point. I've added recently, if I think I can show it actually, but I've got to be then careful of not showing off other things. I don't use Discord much at the moment, but I am trying to get back into using it, especially with the Discord server being there. But it's taking its time to load. Come on, Discord. Right, so if I can just... Does it come up on this list? Discord. It's up there. Okay. So I will go to my Windows screen. So this is the Discord server. We've got the general chat here. Does this have a full screen mode? It does not. We've got my this bit going live, so you can see when I'm going live. It is literally just the same image every time now, which is great because I think it's just picking up on the current stream. I've got the bulletin board, which tells you about my VODs, and also I will like notify everyone if there's new emojis. You get to pick your role. You can advertise yourself. I would say only advertise yourself to a certain degree. Like, it's good, like, post your socials so people can find you, and just like don't spam it would be a good suggestion. This one, it's like if anyone wants you to, if you want to suggest anything, put it in here. The art gallery is where I just post memes at this point. Games Club is like for gaming screenshots and stuff. Memes and funnies. It's mainly just for memes, but as long as they're safe for work. The starboard is if you star anything, Hermes will put it in there for you. We have moderator offices. I have one. Our other mod, Tom, has one, but we're not using them at the moment. But we also have mod channels and voice channels. I think I have locked at the moment. I don't know if I've got them locked, but I don't know. But yep, if you want to come join the Discord server, I'll put it in the YouTube VOD. I think it's in my YouTube channel, like links as well, but it's also in the chat. And so, if I go back to my window, yeah. I hope everyone has a good rest of the day, wherever you are. And yeah, I hope everyone stays good. So I shall now head off and let everyone have a good time. Goodbye.